Okay, guys, welcome back to Traderscale Success Stories. Today we're here with George Cucos, who's kindly here to join us. Yeah, this interview series, obviously, we just share like success stories with real traders that are trading with us and their habits, mindset shifts, routines, and stuff that help them grow in general. So stay tuned if you're informed about this sort of stuff. We've got George Cucos, like I said, who's someone who's learned to master the game of trading. Tell us about yourself, George. Where are you from?
I'm from Romania. I've been living in the United Kingdom for the past 11 years.
Nice.
I started trading about 4 or 5 years ago,
Okay.
and to be honest, I became profitable at the time when I started. Like, no, there was nobody to help me. I was
Yeah.
basically just, I'm self-taught. I was learning by myself, and the mistake I made, I didn't start with a demo account. I started with money straight away, and that
I
didn't go very well in the beginning. But
I think I think
yeah.
everyone, goes through that, including myself. So it's one of those things that it's like we call it the gauntlet of fire, but you have to do it before the end, you have to do it at the beginning. So how old are you? And like you said, you've been trading for 4 or 5 years, which is about the same as me, about 5 years. And how much have you been paid out for Trader Scale?
So I am 29 years of age,
Yep.
and so far with trader scales, I've had two payments, which is one of them is about $1,111, and the other one is $1,300
Okay,
thus
nice.
far.
So you got about 2,400 altogether. Brilliant. That's great. And you've got two payouts, so you've got that consistency there as well. That's always good to hear. I love that. So trading isn't like most careers, as we know. Risk is a part of the game. When did you first realize like how important risk management was?
When I started blowing my account in 1 2 trades, that's when I said like, oh wait, something is not right. I'm definitely doing something wrong. And after that, I kind of started to learn how to calculate the pips,
I got you.
how much I am willing to risk per trade based on my account balance to set up standard lots
Yeah.
that I'm using. So now I kind of like I'm not risking more than 100 pips per trade, but not all the time. Usually 50 to 60 pips would be my stop loss, I would
Okay.
say,
So you're
usually. And I'm
maybe
I'm aiming. Yeah.
bit of a swing trader then, would you say? More like a
So I've done a bit of everything. I try to see like which one I feel like fits me.
yeah,
And I'm
nice.
more like I would say intraday trading. I would say
Okay,
just
nice.
I can keep it between anywhere between half an hour and few hours a trade, probably sometimes even less. It depends what the market is giving me. So
Yeah, it,
yeah.
it totally depends on the day, doesn't it? Again, sometimes the markets can move quick, sometimes they can be super slow, and you might have to hold the trade for like two
Right.
days or a week or something. I think I've been holding the trade for 4 weeks before, and I was telling my mates like
Wow.
it's definitely going to go. Is like GBP CHF, which sometimes moves real quick, but then it was just ranging for a while around the stop loss and the break even. And I was like, it's going to go, lads, it's going to go. And they were like, are we still holding this? I was like, just hold it. And then all of a sudden it just went bang straight to the thing. I was like, I told you it was going to go. Yeah, but I had to have a lot of patience.
Yeah.
So, have you always been sort of a risk taker in life, or is something that you've just come along with and just done on the way?
To do free running, jumping off the buildings and stuff like that. I used to do a lot of parkour. So yeah, I am a risk taker.
Okay,
But
shit.
yeah.
All
I
right.
literally had all my fingers broken, my ribs, my hands, both my
Okay.
hands, one of my legs,
Yeah.
I had them broken. I
Wow.
am a risk taker, but yeah, obviously now I'm almost 30 years of age, and I'm on that side. I'm laying low, but I have other stuff that
You're more chill with
obviously
that.
without risk there is no reward. So
Exactly, you're right there. Without risk, there's no reward. True that. So, did you ever feel like uncomfortable with losing money? Was there a place where you were like, oh, I don't know about this?
yeah, well, so we are only human beings. We learn as we go. So for me right now, sometimes it can still be a disadvantage, I would say. But what I usually do, I just put my phone down, put the laptop away, and then just take a breath of fresh air, go out, take a walk, forget about it. That day I don't trade anymore, and then I start the next day or the next week fresh.
Nice, good lads. I like that. You just
Yeah,
fresh
pretty
mind
much.
with it then. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So, has your approach to risk, would you say, changed over time, or would you say that you were kind of always, quite calculated after you got that first initial, like, right, okay, I've got it sorted, or have you just adjusted it over time?
I just adjusted it over time because, there was a lot of time when I was like reaching my daily target, and then I said, you know what, I was seeing opportunities in the market that I shouldn't have taken them, so to say, and then I ended up like blowing up my profit on that day or losing more money. So yeah, now I'm kind of like trying to stick to my daily target,
Okay.
because there you can see opportunities everywhere on the market, but I think once you reach your daily target, you should just put the phone down, relax, enjoy the rest of the day, and that's
Yeah,
it.
that's nice. It's nice. Yeah, exactly. There's no added pressure than staying on the chart. So, on that, let's talk about structure. Okay. What does your daily routine look like as a trader? Are you strict with your trading hours? Do you track and journal your daily trades?
Yeah, so basically what I'm doing, I'm waking up before London session. Actually, no, I'm waking up during Asia session around
Yeah.
6:50.
Okay.
6:50 every morning I'm waking
Just,
up.
just before the
So
just
because sometimes I catch early in the morning some trades, but I mainly trade during the London session, and I try to avoid as much as possible the New York session just because of the fundamental analysis.
Yeah, same. I'm exactly the same as you do. I don't trade New York a lot. I'm a swing trader, but if I usually catch all my trades in London because it's like fast, but it's not, Powell speaking and it's like, going crazy or Trump's doing something
Oh
stupid.
man,
So it's just like, I don't know. I tend to
let
avoid
me tell
that.
you something.
So, um,
Yeah.
how
So
important,
when
how important is having a routine for you, would you say?
it's important because um, it kind of like something that gets into your bloodstream. It's like something like brushing your teeth in the. I'm kind of like try to aim for those hours all the time, and after that, it just become like riding a bike.
I got you. I
It's
got you. Yep, perfect. So do you have any rituals or anything you do before you start your trading session? Like I like to have a cup of coffee just to wake my head up a little bit.
just a light coffee in the morning, and that's pretty much it. I'm trying to be in a quiet environment, maybe play some music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Chill
I'm
music.
I'm I'm a simple man.
Yes, I'm still man. Is that a quote from Lynyrd Skinner there, or is that just a
Just came naturally.
it could be. I like that song anyway. That's one of my favorite songs, Simple Man. It says,
Okay.
forget your lust for rich man's gold. All that you need is in your soul. I love those lyrics. Anyway,
All
so
right.
let's go on to like discipline and emotion. How do you keep your emotions in check during like volatile markets? Because that's quite difficult, I think.
The hardest thing for me is to kind of respect my stop loss. So what I usually adjust it with 10 pips, with what I normally, just so I don't get wicked out.
Right.
Sometimes I need to stick to that. It doesn't matter if it's a win or loss. I just need to stick with that. And then I think one thing that is very important, no revenge trading. I mean, if I hit a stop loss, I need to calm down, relax a little bit,
Yeah.
go away 1 2 hours if I still want to trade that day, analyze the market again and look for new opportunities. But I don't want to go like straight away after a loss into another trade,
No,
because I think that's where this disaster is happening all the time.
If you lose two, your mindset can change. If you lose three or four, that's it. Your head's gone for the rest of the week, and that's that. Well, personally, some people can handle losses. Like
Double is a lot.
one of my buddies, Carl, can take like five losses in a row, and then he'll trade again, and then he'll win like a fucking 6-1. And he's just like psychologically, he's just like a master. Whereas like me, if I lose four trades in a row, I'll probably try and jump off a bridge or something. You know what I mean? So that wasn't a cry for help or anything.
Yeah, it's very hard to contain your emotion in those moments.
So yeah, you already answered my question. Have you ever revenge traded or broken your own rules? And you said that you don't. Maybe you used to do that in the past, but you don't do that now. So what has helped you stay more disciplined lately?
I would say, you know, everything all together. Having some good sleep, eating well, having healthy relationship in my life. And yeah, sometimes I have to go against my emotions inside. Like if I let's say if I don't want to do something, but it's something that I must do, I still do it. So it's kind of like it's a balance between, your physical health and your mental health, basically.
Like the gym. I hate the gym. I don't want to go, but I go every day because I don't, if I don't go, I just feel like a piece of poo. So like, you know what I mean? It's like one of those things. So was there any specific mindset shifts along the line that like made a difference to your trading, like a big difference?
Yeah, well, first of all, don't get greedy. Don't aim for thousands of pips. Aim for reasonable amount of pips. Take your win and your losses like a champ.
Yeah.
I would say, don't overtrade. Just try to keep balance. It's just like in life, like
Nice.
keep balance with everything.
Like that. You seem like you're a very balanced person. I like that. So what emotions do you find hardest to manage? Would you say it's fear, greed, or frustration?
All of them.
All of
I
them.
would say all of them. They have their time when they try to sneak in,
Yeah.
and you kind of like need to know how to manage them, especially fear.
Yeah.
Yeah, because with fear, like for example, you need to be very confident in your setup. Yeah, and if you see, for example, yeah, this trade is good, but then you get panicked and then you went out from the trade too early. Like I do this sometimes. Like I go out from the trade early, I hit like 30, 40 pips, and then it's going into my direction and it hits like 200 pips, and that makes me frustrated, because
Yeah.
like, okay, I set my break even, why couldn't I just hold it, but
Yeah.
that's the thing, you need to be grateful and you need to like take the wins and don't complain, because there are bad days and good days, so just
I think it's
enjoy your good days, that's it.
also, I think it's about like trusting the setup, having a lot of trust in your setup. Like if you lose, okay, if you lose two or three and but you've done the back testing and as long as you didn't like break the rules, if you trust the setup, it's like, well, I trust it. So I shouldn't be moving my stop loss to break even too quickly, and then you get pipped out, and then it flies off. It's so annoying when that happens. I hate that. So I tend to not move my stop loss.
Yeah.
Just leave it, and if it hits my 2 to 1 or 3 to 1, boom. But if not, then I just leave it. I lose. I'll take a loss. So let's go on to growth then. Section of growth. What moment forced you to grow as a trader? Like whether it was painful or like eye opening. What was the forceful moment that was like, right, I need to really lock in here now?
It's because I'm obviously, like all of us, we're trying to achieve financial freedom. It's something I can do it from home, from anywhere around the world. And there was a point in my life where I was working in a sandwich factory. I was working like 12 hours a night, 4 or 5 nights, maybe sometimes six in a row in a week. And literally the only time I had for myself was just go home, take a shower, sleep, wake up, go back to work.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't want this life for myself. And I said I need to find something. I need to do something because my health was deteriorating. I was losing important family moments, like all this stuff, and I was like, this can't go on. And that was a turning point for me, I would say.
Driving force in that. I like that answer. I love that. So, did you ever get called out or mentored through a tough time? You said you're totally self-taught, right? Is that true?
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, was it like technical growth or emotional resilience that was your most important factors in that?
Well, like emotionally, and then I kind of like started to gather the knowledge from there and there, and then I kind of made like a nice mix,
Right.
I would
Okay.
say.
Nice little cocktail. Love that. So, did that
Yeah.
moment change how you saw yourself as a trader? Was it like, right, okay, I've got this now?
Yeah, yeah. It took me about a few years to say, yeah, I got this now, but
I mean,
yeah.
it takes
Yeah.
time, dude. It takes time. It's not easy. Like some people, it takes 6 months. Some people it takes five. My mate took 8 years, but he's literally insanely good. Insanely good. So I think it's just just perseverance. And I had a couple of traders on here saying like, don't quit. Just keep going. Like, just keep practicing, keep practicing. And I guess if you practice something every day, you're gonna get good at it. Like, you know what I mean? You don't see doctors, going to medical school complaining about doing 5 years of medical school. And this is probably
Yeah.
just as hard, you know, but you've also got the psychological part of it as well, where you're battling with yourself. So, Where would you be now if you weren't a trader? What would you say you'd be doing if you weren't trading?
I would probably be like a manager or a supervisor in a sandwich factory, wasting my night, with I have to go to work, being miserable, missing from
Yeah, family
a
moments.
lot of nice moments with my family.
Uh,
It's yeah, I don't want to think about.
no, no, that's good. We're on the up now, so it's good. We don't need to think about that. So, we're going to go into some advice now before we finish up to like staying consistent. So, what are your best advice for traders who can't seem to stay consistent? Because you seem to have like this consistency built now, and your emotional discipline, you've got like a good balance. So, what do you think most beginners overlook, and what do you think the best advice is to stay consistent?
First of all, I think you should set yourself targets, daily targets, weekly targets, and try to stick with that. And then, for example, if you lose, try to do some phone detox, like stay off the charge, stay off the phone, go take a walk,
Yeah.
come back, analyze your previous trades, see what's gone wrong, and try to kind of like be more organized and be more organized and stick to your daily goals. I think that even for me, even right now, sometimes I am still struggling with it, but
No,
like I said, we're just human beings and
I
we're
think
learning as we go. So
everyone still struggles with it. Even I think even the big boys still struggle with it from time to time. My mate Carl at the moment he's on a bit of a losing streak for 2 months, but he hasn't lost 2 months in a row in about 4 years. So he's like, I don't know what's happening. I'm like, but he's so confident. He's like, I'll come back. It's fine. You know what I mean? So uh,
prompt tariff,
what do you think?
prompt tariff happens.
Yeah, it does. It happens. Yeah. What's one mistake that you think that costs you a lot of time or money, and you could maybe cut out?
What mistake costs you the most time and money? In regards to the trading?
Yes. Yeah. In anything maybe.
Yeah, well, just spending money uh mindlessly, like on things that I don't actually need. Basically buying things on impulse, I would say. Yeah, and just like doing things that don't actually benefit me in any shape or form. I would say when you want to buy something or when you want to do something, just make sure that that benefits you on the longer run, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's a nice answer. I like that. So what systems or habits do you think have helped you stay consistent?
Yeah, it's just little things like day-to-day things like wake up at a specific time, have your breakfast at a specific time,
Yeah.
uh, take a nap no longer than half an hour, 1 hour, go to bed in time, don't eat like 4 hours before bed, like those little things. And if you do those little things, then after that, even in trading, if your life is like that, you'd easier to for you to
Follow the rules.
implement that into your trading routine out.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You're disciplined in life. You're
it's
just
how you live your life as
exactly,
well.
exactly that. So, we'll finish up with
Yeah, basically.
what keeps you motivated when you feel your progress is kind of slow? Like when the markets are like a little bit funny for 3 weeks. What keeps you motivated? What's the sole thing?
Well, I have a baby on the way. I have a family I need to take care of. My parents are getting old. I want to take care of them. I have a house to build. Yeah, so there's a lot on my shoulders.
Yeah,
So yeah, I can't give up, and I need to stay grounded.
yeah, love that, love that. So you got family to look
That's
after.
why I can't give up.
Perfectly, perfect. And yeah, don't give up. Don't ever give up. That's good. I love that. So I just want to say
No, never.
it's been great having you on, and that about wraps it up. So it's been a pleasure to help you and have you on with us and facilitate your thriving with us, staying consistent. You've got the payouts. Keep doing what you're doing, and we wish you all the best in your future. So guys, if this interview inspired you in any way,
Likewise.
drop a comment, like, subscribe to our channel, and ciao for now.